We're back.
Yo, what up, New York?
Baby Shower Pod.
New York.
I know a lot of people were wondering where we were. Well,
Yeah,
we got stuff to do. You know what I mean? And you should too.
that's right. We survived through to a new epoch of the pod, don't you think?
I do. You think this is a new phase?
I think we're in it.
By the way, can I ask you a question?
Epoch of the pod, bro.
Are you growing out the beard again or no? Because it is a little. It's getting a little more wild man than it has been in a little bit.
Bro, it's my hair and my beard are fucking are going right now.
Yeah.
I don't know what's happening, honestly. I don't know
You
if
might
I'm
grow it out.
I might let this ride for a minute. We'll see.
It's funny because once you start going more clean shaven,
Yeah.
if you don't notice, I'm now more.
And it's a nice look.
It is nice. I have.
And
to
are
admit.
you gonna T-piece me and just?
I've been having it. I've been having it pointing at you. Let me ask you a question. Me and Hardy talked for about 30 minutes before the pod. Were you withholding the T-piece comment because you're like, we got to talk about the T-piece on the pod?
No, honestly, I was kind of in my own head a little bit about stuff you were talking about, and then you do T-piece me
Right.
in regular life, but this is a new
Brand new T-piece.
bro. This is a gorgeous
Is this not a nice piece?
T-piece, bro? Can I see it? Can you show it?
Of course.
Oh my
Let me get it
god,
off.
dude. This is a real. When did you get this, dude?
Probably like a week and a half ago. I've been looking at T-pieces.
Oh my, this is fucking.
Here's the
nice,
thing, dude.
bro.
Isn't that not bad?
This is
It's a nice weight to it. Look at how about that chain too? Isn't that the
That's
links?
what I
The
love.
links
That's
are
what
kind
I
of nice.
really love. But I like the
They're not
black.
as clanky. You know, sometimes the links are clanky and big, and
Yeah,
this is a
yeah.
little bit more loose and refined of a I don't even know.
Yeah, the links.
Wristband. Yeah, wristband.
Yeah, and I like how. I like when it's got a little bit of movement.
Dude, so I get the T-piece, and
Yeah.
it comes big, right? Because you can adjust it depending on how big your wrist is, and they don't give me a tool to adjust it myself, so I have to go into a watch guy.
Oh, this was probably really sexy move. Were
So-
you checking out late? You were like, all right, everybody, I'm heading into the T-piece guy. I feel like that's a great place to go for.
This is a watch repairman. This is the
Okay.
exact opposite. I got this online.
Oh, I thought you were bringing in like your T-piece to get fixed up.
I'm bringing my T-piece to get adjusted, and so I'm at work, which is 42nd and Madison, Midtown, right?
Yeah.
And I look up where the closest place is. The closest place is like a block away, but like second or third floor of one of these New York buildings. It's like an off, right? So I go up this shitty elevator, go in. It's this just nerdy kind of like 50-year-old guy. He's like, what can I help you with? And I go, I need my watch adjusted. He goes, let me see it. And he's got a little cubby hole because it's like I don't know if it's bulletproof glass, but I think he's got some expensive pieces back there, right?
Oh, maybe you're right then.
So he's worried.
It's like thick.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he's got his own T-pieces they might sell.
Did
So
you have a T-piece on?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And so I slide it into the little cubby hole, and he opens up the notch and takes it and he goes, oh, this is nice.
He did not.
He starts like
Shut the fuck up.
manhandling my piece.
Wait, what kind of stuff? Like when I get you hand me a book. You know how I kind of do.
Yeah, you're flipping through it. He's kind of doing some
he
dials, putting it up to the sun.
Oh yeah, that's
to the
got
light.
a good reflecting.
It's a nice finish on the links. That's more of a wash finish, like that type of thing.
Yeah.
He goes, so I put it on, and he does the measurement, and he gives it back to me,
dude, yeah.
and it's very tight. And I go, and I've never had like a T-piece like this, so I go, you tell me. He goes, I like a little looseness on my T-piece. He goes, some people like it tight like you have right now, but I like it a little loose.
Yeah, I feel like only a jerk who
Right.
like really tight on your arm.
Where it would just stay right here the whole time.
No.
So I go, I trust the guy. I go, give me and put a link back on, and I'm gonna get out of here. Yeah. So that's what I did.
He likes a little loose.
$30 too to get the links removed and put back. You know,
bro. I'm not gonna lie. I'm like this. I would get this T-piece.
You should get it.
Like, this is a type of T-piece I like.
Here's the funny thing, dude. Listen to this. So Bramonti's been thinking about getting a T-piece too.
Oh, no.
And
we're just these guys like tattoos. We never get anything.
Oh.
We're always just thinking about things, looking at a coat for 2 years.
And
I'm considering a T-piece.
Choi's very into T-pieces, and he's been feeding us like links and stuff like, look at this website's cool to look at.
Yeah.
So me and Bramonti, so I send a link to a watch that I really like to Choi and be like, what do you think about this? And he goes, yesterday Bramonti sent me the same link. So I messaged Bramonti. I go, are you about to buy this T-piece? He goes, that's my favorite one. And I go, well, then you have it. He goes, no.
That's nice.
If you want it, you have it. And now we're both at a stalemate of being like, it's almost kind of like, and this is, I hope this doesn't get
what
misogynist or at all or anything.
No,
but like, let's say a buddy is like, oh, I find that girl really attractive.
Right.
I might go hit on her. And then your other buddy is like, I like the same I was just saying. And then both of you kind of go, all right, you go ahead, you know. You go. It was kind of like that.
Well, it's kind of like clothes. This happened yesterday.
Can I have my T-piece back?
Yeah. Bro, I felt so good with this dude.
You want to keep it on? You can keep it on.
No. I'm just kidding. Like, oh god. All right, I gotta.
Here's the thing about TP, because
wait till you see the. By the way, the little bit of rotation I like too, just in case you get a nice little tat down here.
Oh yeah.
Slides over the top, revealing different aspects.
Well, the other thing, I was working out with it, or like out in the. I was out in the pool and stuff like that, and like your wrist.
Yeah.
Swells up a little bit.
Yeah.
So like it ends up being the looseness ends up sometimes being tight depending on how your blood flow's going.
By the way, were you trying to what pool? You trying to swindle just a quick little
Well, we could get into it.
Pass right over that. Oh, it was just out by the pool. Is that that's not the one I know. That's
no, there's a different place. But
yeah.
Bramonti, I told Bramonti, I got this T-piece, but I still love that other T-piece.
So did he?
I might get like 4 or 5. So I messaged Bramonti. I go, you have 1 week to get that T-piece, and if you don't get it, I'm going to get it. I go, you have 1 week. Remember, you ever watch Funny People?
Funny, yeah.
Remember that part where the guy likes Aubrey Plaza, and the roommate's like, I'll give you 5 weeks.
Yeah.
To make a move, and if you don't, I'm gonna
Yeah, that's.
And then the guy catches the. And he goes, has it been 5 weeks? He goes, it's been 6, you know.
Really? Okay, now I remember.
So that's what I'm doing to Bramonti. If he doesn't get it within a week, I'm just going to sun him and show up.
It's not this T-piece, though.
It's different. It's you can either get it leather or metal strap. Ooh. But it's a same type of thing, but it's a green background and gold dials.
Wow.
It's really nice. It's called the Alpinist. This is the Speedmaster.
Is that what that's called?
Yeah.
Bro, for guys, T-pieces are real, and girls too, but it's nice to have a couple of different T-pieces for whatever activity you got going on.
That's exactly right. And here's the thing, guys. I'm a basic guy when it comes to clothes. I wear like black jeans and blue jeans. Even this shirt is too much, right? You know what I mean? I like a white shirt or a black shirt.
Me too.
Just keep it simple. So
nice and easy.
So the T-piece is a little thing that you can kind of show off.
An accent
that elevates the entire rest of it.
That's right.
They go, oh, he's not.
That's right.
He's purposefully wearing a black T-shirt and black jeans. It's not that that's just all he has. You know what I mean? There's some people where it's like they have basic clothes, but it's like gross.
Yeah. No. It's like boots,
Yeah.
overcoat, sunglasses. You can accent on those T-piece where you really show peeps. Don't get it twisted. All right? I got plenty of moves.
Yeah.
I'm giving you a taste.
Yeah.
Okay?
But I might become a TP because I was rolling around with the Apple Watch.
Wait, so what would you do? I had a question.
Yeah.
I got two questions. One, what do you have a T-piece that you like for comedy? Stand up?
Here's the thing, dude. I was at the comic strip. This guy, Ken Boyd, is
Yeah.
at the comic strip. He had a Rolex on.
I love when you tell me the comic strip stories now.
He's got a Rolex on.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's a nice piece. He goes, he goes, I'm Ken Boyd. Like he talks and he's like, I ain't rolling. And I go, let me ask you a question.
I love how you ask. Yeah.
Does that diminish from your comedy? Because if you're dressed too nice, only a few comics really get away with that. Like Eddie Murphy.
I was just about to say, you just took that out of the sky. Well, you got to fucking own it.
Yeah.
You can't go up and be like, I wonder if like this kind of, you got to kind of be like, nah, I'm the boss.
Right.
And this is my one, item that's badass.
It's a certain type of style of comedy that helps with that.
Yeah,
you can't go up like a bumbling idiot and then you have a Rolex on. They're like, what? No. It's totally opposite.
Right. It's like Jerry Seinfeld. You want to just that kind of kind of like fast, funny, smart comedy.
Right.
With a nice T-piece.
Right.
Or really like decadent kind of performative.
Right.
Oh, this guy's the man.
Right.
Rock star kind of comedy.
I was even thinking about doing a T-piece joke, like figuring out a T-piece joke.
Well, that would be great.
So keep it at ease.
Yeah.
So the same thing with how I open up with tall stuff to like release their attention from me being tall. I might do a T-piece joke just so they can stop looking at the T-piece. Guys, before I start my act, I know you guys are all looking at my piece. And they go, why? I go, my T-piece.
Let me just get it out of the way up top. I know it's like...
They're like, is that a Seiko? That's not even like that great of a... He's acting like it's a Rolex.
Guys, I know this is going to be a huge distraction if I don't say something,
Yes, it's true. I've got a Seiko on.
Yeah, and the links.
Yeah.
I got fitted.
So, yeah, I've been
It's
wearing
a
it.
beautiful
I've only
watch.
worn it on stage a few times, but yeah.
Yeah, dude, yesterday we were doing this dumb thing where with clothes. It's kind of like this, but Tone put on my buddy Rich's jacket. Rich had his jacket, and he put it down, and Tone put it on. It looked good.
Yeah.
And we were all like, wow, Rich, I don't know. Maybe it's Tone's now because he rocked it, and it looked that good. We were thinking about what if that was like something where like you could sport your buddy's thing if you put it down, and if you rocked it better, you're done.
I had a buddy in college.
Don't
I had this Hawaiian. It was a black Hawaiian with pink flamingos on it. Yeah. And he asked to borrow it for like a costume party, and everyone was giving him compliments on it. I never got one compliment on it. And the whole party, I was like, fuck, that's my shirt. I actually don't even think I asked for it back. I may have just given it to I don't recall, but
I think that's like kind of a money kind of way to deal with shit.
He's like, listen, Tobin, I had the best night of my life in this shirt. Can I just have it?
Can I have it? I know you bought it.
I met my wife in that shirt. Can I just have it, Bet? That was the night we met.
Dude. Oh my gosh, dude. Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, he looked good. He was rocking it, and it was like, oh my gosh. You might not be getting that back.
No. That's what I was worried about with that T-piece. I thought you were about to commandeer my T-piece right there.
That's something I'm heavy in the market for. But that's a fun thing. Yeah, I like the Daytona Rolex one a lot.
Yeah, the Daytona's nice.
But you got to tell me about this pool you just snuck.
So I was. This is probably going to take the rest of the.
Yeah.
This is a long tale.
Okay, awesome. Maybe take two.
It may take two.
It may take two.
You know how big of a Fish fan I am, right?
Yeah. I mean, you got the tea. And you've been to how many shows?
I've been to 112 up until...
Do you know exactly the number?
Yeah. Now I'm at 114.
Wow.
But listen to this.
Do you keep stuff from them? Sorry.
What do you mean?
May slow this down.
What do you mean keep stuff from them?
Like I keep stuff. Like receipts, tickets.
I keep
pictures, pamphlets.
They've got
little things.
If you get beers,
yeah,
they have personalized cups for each of the shows with its own like logo. So I'll keep the cups.
Nice.
I'll get T-shirts. I'll keep the tickets. Everything's digital now though, so you don't really have ticket stubs. But every show I download the audio from the show and I listen to it. So I have 114 Fish shows on my iPhone.
Really?
That I'll listen to. I've ranked all of the Fish shows I've been to, 1 through 114.
That's badass.
And I've created playlists like my favorite jams, my favorite moments, like all this stuff. I keep notes about the shows.
Oh, man.
I'm very heavy into it.
That's awesome.
It's my favorite band.
Yeah.
And have you heard of the Sphere?
No.
In Vegas.
I've been to Vegas in 10
Have you
years.
not heard about the Sphere?
No.
You too?
No.
Well, this is not...
Tell me
really
about the Sphere.
The Sphere, 18,000 person
people,
new music venue.
Yeah.
And it's a sphere. You know, like, have you ever been to Epcot? Those like where the whole ceiling and the walls around you are LEDs.
Right.
You know those things?
Yeah.
They built an 18,000 person music venue where the whole thing is LED screens.
What the fuck? Where are the people?
They're risers. It's like a wedge, probably like of this degree. It's probably like 75 degrees of a wedge.
Okay.
And then everything else is LED lights.
Whoa.
So U2 played like 20 shows. They were the only band to play there. And now Fish was the second band that was going to play there.
Really? Why don't they book more people? Because it's just insane.
It's just no one, like, it takes a certain caliber of person to, like, do it, you know? They have the great Dead and Company is going to be doing it for, like, 30 shows in a couple weeks. And it takes a long time to program the visuals.
Right.
Because all new visuals. It's never been done before, all this stuff. It's state of the art.
Right.
So they were playing there, and I didn't have tickets. And then the first show was Thursday. Mm-hmm. And
You didn't have tickets?
I didn't have tickets. No, I wasn't really planning on going. It's a long way out there. So
you were here?
I was here in New York.
Wow.
2 days before the show.
Wow.
2 days before the show.
Yeah.
I gotta go to this show.
Slow down, because this is what I love. Yeah. How did that dawn on you? Were you like hanging out in your apartment, or did you see a clip on Instagram, or did you see like a buddy go, on my way out, time to ride, time to roll?
No, it's always been on the bat. It's always been on the bat. I've been flopping back and forth between it.
You're like washing a cup, and all of a sudden it's your fish cup. You're like, I got to ride. How do you arrive at this? How much money is it to go?
That's the issue.
I'm sorry. Is that personal?
I can tell. No, I can say, because it was all well worth it. The amount of money I spent on this, people are going to think I'm a crazy person.
That's why I want to hear it, because your bit's badass.
So tickets on StubHub.
Oh my God! Don't tell me. Actually, is it?
What guess? It's kind of like your bit.
Yeah. Oh my gosh! Wait, which one? The student loan bit?
Yeah. Where you go?
Yeah, higher, lower, $1,000, and that's a high app. Okay.
It's like it's like $800.
That's a lot of fucking money.
It's a lot of money for a show,
That's like
right?
playoff bass. That's like the Knicks played Saturday night. That's like tickets,
right? And that's for the worst seat.
That's the worst seat.
Worst seat's $800.
Oh, so you can pay like $2K if you Damn, that's fucking expensive. That's awesome, though. No. Right. I think that's awesome.
No. Once again,
guys,
I'm in a new thing where I'm like, what
your
else?
Money.
What else? I could die tomorrow, and then all my money goes to my fucking siblings. I hope. I don't even know how. I don't have a will.
Well, that's because you
Have
die
you thought
intestate.
about a will?
That's called dying intestate.
What does that have?
It
So what
means
happens
without
to my
a will?
shit?
You got to
What
hustle up
happens?
and write a will.
What happens?
It depends on
It
the
goes
state.
to the state?
It depends
New York, de
on
Blasio
the state.
takes it. Is de Blasio still the now?
De Blasio comes in.
Bloomberg takes it.
Could you imagine the law is like, if someone dies intestate, Bill de
second
Blasio
governor, yeah.
first goes to
He
next
made a
of
law.
kin,
Yeah.
and then if that doesn't exist, it's to Bill de Blasio.
So is that what happens? It goes to my parents?
No, you'd have to look. The state will have it. The state will have laws for when, because certain people will die intestate a lot actually,
Right.
because they don't make wills. You could make a will there
Test state?
because it's called an estate. Your estate
Right.
is what you pass on,
Right.
And it doesn't mean land. It means anything related to your estate.
Yeah.
So you can die intestate, which
Test state.
yeah, intestate.
Oh, test state. It's one
Yeah,
word.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
It's one word. Intestate, which is without will. And so
Do you have a will? No.
I don't
You
have a will yet. And I'm like, I mean, I guess we could right now, if we said out loud what we want to happen, it actually could stand because we're giving notice.
So someone needs to listen to the pod.
Yeah, we need like at least
Just
five.
for avoidance of doubt,
Tobin Miller say
Tobin Miller, I
Yeah.
gotta say my full name.
in right mind too, because you don't
In right mind, I have not had any
Yes.
illicit substances other than coffee.
Yes.
You can the court can decide whether that's
No,
maybe I was hopped up on caffeine too much. I may have had a sip of Hardy's Dr. Pepper, but my sugar
Right.
my sugar levels might be high.
And you're not under any force right now.
I'm not under
You're
any
not being
force.
any
No
right
one's
to
behind
say
this
this.
camera. All of my assets get divided equally between my 4 direct siblings. Can I say? I don't want to say their names.
No,
'cause-
that's a good. Okay, yeah, you're 4 blood siblings.
right.
Yeah,
My
okay.
parents
That's good.
had 5 kids
Yeah.
that I know of. They will my everything will be divided equally amongst the other 4 children that they had
Equally in meaning like and
Monetarily,
by
yeah.
by percentage.
by percentage.
Okay,
Yes.
great.
If you
Perfect.
liquidate all of my assets,
Great.
my notebook, my joke books, go to Matt Hardy.
Yeah, because I need them.
Unless he wants to relinquish them to the
Okay.
overall estate.
No, I would love to have those, honestly. Yeah. Okay, let's sign. Let's make sure that stands. I would love your joke books.
You're gonna get a call from my older brother who's like, hey asshat, I know you don't care about those things. I really
The family would love to have those.
it's our last thing that we can glean into
Yes.
his mind.
One of those. Yeah, that's right. So
They go,
if
have you
don't-
been able to get a hold of this guy Matt Hardy? I can't get goes to voicemail every time.
We've got this dude's got a lot of joke books, and he's got to get it. Wait, so how were we? Oh, what were we talking? How do we get?
Fish.
Okay, but how? Oh, because you spent.
I spent 8. So what I did.
But why did we get onto the will?
Oh, how much money it is? Oh, why spend money? You could die tomorrow.
Oh, okay,
Right.
okay, yeah. Which I like. Again, right. I like it. It's a good amount of money, but it's an experience. Yeah.
A flight out there one way, $700.
Yeah.
Hotel $300 a night.
Yeah. Okay, so how many?
They're playing 4 nights.
Okay.
So what I do is I get a flight there 6 a.m. in the morning. 6 a.m. flight.
Okay.
Thursday morning.
Right.
I have a return flight Monday because the last show is Sunday.
Okay, that's fun though. That's a good amount of time.
And I buy 2 tickets, one for I buy 3 tickets actually. I buy
Yeah.
1 for Thursday night, 2 for Friday night.
Okay.
Just because it was a long story, but there's something happened about one of the tickets.
Yeah.
Then I get my hotel for 2 nights because I'm like, I'm at least going to go for 2 nights.
Right.
If I decide that I don't want to go for all 4 because it's super expensive and I've kind of already
Right.
gotten it, I'll switch my flight.
Okay.
But I need a backstop flight just in case.
Right. So you'd move the flight up. And when did you do when did this happen? Like
This was probably like Tuesday.
were you at work?
I was at work when I bought the flight.
Was it in the morning? When were you?
Probably afternoon after I've like struggled. I've been struggling with this decision for probably like a week.
Yeah.
Where I was like really like, how am I gonna miss?
Yeah.
Here's the thing.
This is what I like.
I got to pull up a video for you because without the video, you don't really get the gravitas of how like big.
Yeah.
Here, this might be a good video. No, here we go.
Yeah, let me see this. Oh my gosh, dude. Is that underwater?
That's the LED lights. So this is just
Oh
for one song.
man.
They made it look like we were in an aquarium.
Wow, that's fucking incredible, dude.
And they do all sorts of like weird graphics.
Okay, now I get it. I was like so lost. That's like the coolest thing I've ever seen. That's like the wow, look at that. Holy shit, that's fucking incredible. Is that inside too?
That's inside.
Holy shit. Wow, dude. This is incredible. This is incredible. Wow.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
now you understand how big.
I just had no idea that they could like. Wow. Yeah. That's incredible.
It looked like we were in an aquarium.
Yeah.
I just got chills just thinking about it. So I saw U2 videos from the U2 shows, and I'm like, this is the first time Fisher's going to do anything like this. I need to be there for the first show.
Yeah.
So I woke up at fucking 3 a.m.
Okay. This is the day you left.
The day I left.
Okay.
3 a.m.
Oh, my gosh.
Which is midnight Vegas time. Right?
Okay. Yeah. Wow. Okay.
So I was up for a full 24 hours to see that show.
Right. Oh, my gosh.
You see what I'm saying? Because the show didn't end until like 12:30. So I was up for a full 24 hours. I was in tears.
Yeah.
Both nights I cried.
Wow.
I cried like multiple times.
Unreal.
The first song I cried, and then there was a point in the second show that I cried.
Yeah.
And I looked around to see if anyone, and there were grown men holding back tears. I could see it.
Of course.
There was one song, Waiting in the Velvet Sea, where they pulled up a bunch of like.
Wow.
They pulled up a bunch. It's my background now. They pulled up a bunch of photos of the band over the years.
Wow.
And it's a very sentimental song and stuff, and they were flashing all like these like old photos.
Kill me.
People were crying, man. But dude,
wow,
it was incredible. So I had the first night. It was the best experience.
Wow. What did you do? So you flew. What did you do when you got there? You just fucking like.
Here's the issue. It was a Thursday, so I still had work.
Oh, you worked.
So I worked on the flight. I get to the hotel.
Yeah.
I like have breakfast because it's 9 a.m. I get in 9 a.m. West Coast time.
And how was the whole? Because I like all this stuff too. Like Vegas was a decent hotel.
So there's a few different hotels.
Yeah.
Last time I went to Vegas, I went to the Luxor Hotel, which is the Black Pyramid, one of the worst hotels. It looks.
This one you got COVID.
Yeah. Here's the thing about these Vegas hotels. The more gimmicky it is, the worse the hotel is, because that's all they're relying on. The Luxor hotel that I stayed in last year or 2 years ago had a mini fridge ripped out of the socket. There was like no mini fridge.
The Luxor. What's the gimmicks of the Luxor?
It's a black pyramid.
Okay.
So you go in and there's like an Egyptian pharaoh in there. You know, there's all sorts.
Yeah, they're like, all right, welcome.
The cool thing is that the elevator goes
Oh, they
diagonal.
They got
me because I'm I'm a descendant of an elevator man. I even called my dad a couple years ago, and he goes, we installed that elevator when I was working at Otis. Yeah.
Wow, I didn't know that. That's awesome. Okay.
So this time I decided, my brother, he goes, do me a favor, get a decent hotel. You can't stay at the Luxor. because I'm sending him pictures and links.
Don't make me laugh.
Treasure Island is like $23 a night.
Don't make me. Do me. What is your brother? Does he call you up when he does these things, or were you like call?
No, I call him
You're
up.
already
and
talking.
We'll chat. Yeah.
Okay, and then he goes, "Do me okay."
He
I
goes,
thought like
do me a favor.
you
don't.
get a call and you're like, "What's up?" But he's like, "Do me a favor." I see the store. Do me a favor.
I'll ask. I won't ask him like advice, but I will bounce ideas off. You know what I mean? I'm not like.
Yeah.
I did call him about the fish show, and he goes,
Yeah.
you got to go, right?
Nice.
And then the more I went, I back and forth because then I called him. I go, dude, it's gonna be like $3-4 grand.
Yeah.
The whole thing.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fucking money.
That's right.
I'm gonna be running on 0 sleep. It's gonna. He goes, don't do it, man. If you're anxious about it, just don't do it. And then I didn't. I go, you know what?
Yeah.
I'm deciding now. I'm not gonna do it.
Okay. Now see, I like this. Nice. So you went. Okay. You know what?
I go. I'm not going to do
Let it
it.
be. Yeah.
And then I messaged Ginsburg. You know Ginsburg?
Yeah.
I messaged him. I go, are you going to the Sphere? He goes, nah, I've got like stuff going on. He goes, are you? I go, nah, it's like expensive. He goes, dude, don't be a loser. It's going to be incredible. You have to go.
Wow. So
and
he comes because he's a fish guy, right?
Yeah, he's Fish, Grateful Dead. He's a big
Okay.
so that kind of threw me back into the loop where I'm like, all right, I'm going. And then I didn't tell my brother.
Okay. Yeah.
So Thursday morning, we'll backtrack.
Yeah.
But Thursday morning, I call my brother from the hotel. He goes,
no way.
He goes, are you pissed you're not going? I go, I'm here. He goes, no, you're not.
God,
and I go, I'm here right now in the hotel. He goes, send me a selfie. Don't send me a picture because you can get that from anywhere. Send me a selfie with like 2 fingers up so I know that.
Yes. Show me the pyramid.
Show me the pyramid.
Show me the black pyramid. Dude, there's nothing better than sunning a buddy that way.
Dude,
do you feel bad that you
with
didn't
an assassination mission? It was a complete assassination. Solo trip to Vegas to spend $3,000 on tickets. It's crazy.
And though, but I like the just the way you can say that line. You know, I'm here.
I'm here.
I'm here.
He goes, no, you're not.
He goes,
no, you're not.
No,
Yeah, I'm here.
I'm here.
And then they continue on the comment. They go, so like, what about? And I go, no. I'm here. He goes, there's no way. The bit's lame, Tobin.
He did
and
not.
I go, it ain't no bit.
Wow. So did you send him a picture?
I sent him a picture.
Let's go.
Droopy eyes, like bloodshot eyes, because I hadn't had any sleep. I was like,
oh my gosh. Was he like, how'd you get tickets and shit?
Nah, he knew. He's like, all right, whatever.
Wow.
But he was one of the guys, before I flip-flopped, he was like, listen, dude, I've got 3 kids. If I was in your position, no kids, you have a good job, like, what else do you spend the money? It's going to be incredible. Do it.
Yeah.
But I ended up going with Caesar's Palace as the hotel. It was between that and the Venetian. Because Caesar's Palace is a little bit more upscale.
What is it? What is Caesar's Palace like? Does it have? Is it just like anything?
It's like
else?
a Roman. Big columns.
Right.
They've got Greek statues.
Yeah. Okay.
All around.
And it's pretty nice, though, right?
It's great.
Nice.
I would say it's you know the tiers, how people say there's like S tier, A tier, B tier.
Yeah.
S tier is like the best. This is probably an A tier. It's not S.
Okay.
I would say maybe
nice,
like
though.
the Bellagio. Once again, I don't know. I would say like the Bellagio, Wynn, maybe Wynn might be
and
S tier.
And you're going in, you hear the dinging. You're hearing when you walk in, you hear the all the machines.
Bro, they've got slot machines in the airport, bro.
Yeah.
And here's the thing. Here's the best part, dude. I get up at 3 a.m. Don't get a wink of sleep the last night, right? I'm having panic attacks. I'm like, oh, I made a huge mistake. This is stupid. Like, you know all the shit that you go through after. Right?
Everything your brother was like, if your next is stoked
Yeah.
up, all that comes back up.
I'm
I made
hyper
a
anxious.
Huge error.
I had shows the night before. I was
Dude.
like a ghost. I like was shaking on stage. Like,
Yeah. What have I done?
Yeah. But I wake up at 3 a.m. I book
have
you
I
over to the
done?
airport, and it's a direct flight to Vegas, and there's a lot of little fish fans at the 6 a.m. flight wearing their merch,
Yeah.
talking about the show, all this, and I was like, all right, let's
Yeah.
boogie.
Let's go. I'm with my people.
I get to there. We fly.
How long's the flight?
5.5.
Oh, that's not that
5:45 maybe.
bad. Yeah.
It's not terrible.
What are you doing on the flight? Bumping fish tunes?
I'm bumping fish to get me pumped up. And
To get me pumped up. You're not doing anything crazy. Did you drink?
on the flight?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
I'm not a flight drinker.
No,
It's a
you
weird,
don't seem like
it's a weird move. You
I
get
had that.
tired and stuff.
Yeah. And you're working.
Yeah.
Did you do any?
I try to sleep
edible?
I
Did you
try
do
to
any of
sleep.
that?
No, I'm not.
I'm not trying to.
Sober.
I'm also okay. All right.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to get it out of you. I was just wondering, like, because were other people doing? Was it like a party flight, or were they
there
kind of
was a crew behind me. There were
Yeah.
like 6 dudes, and they were boozing and stuff like that.
Oh man.
I'm trying to get sleep. I get like 1 hour of sleep, and then I like work. I read a little
Yeah.
bit. I'm reading Osho to try to get my fucking anxiety down. I'm like, no, accept everything. I'm a 32-year-old reading a book called Maturity by Osho, and there's like a 70-year-old lady next to me like, look at this loser.
Oh my god. Yeah. So you get there. So
I
you get a
get
couple. You don't get any sleep. Yeah.
I barely get any sleep. I get there. I check my emails. I blast out a few emails.
Yeah. To who?
Just work.
Oh, okay.
I keep work at bay. I've got meetings in like 3 hours for work.
Okay.
So I go down, get breakfast. It's 9 a.m. West Coast.
Yes. And was it like a buffet or something at the place?
No, I didn't. I got like a diner. There was a
Ooh.
diner where
Okay.
the bar section
Yeah.
was overlooking the check-in for the
Oh.
hotel.
Yeah.
So I got my breakfast and just watched people check in, all the
Yeah.
dirt bags.
Oh, that's kind of fun. People watching.
Great,
I like that.
great
Yeah,
people. Because
yeah.
Vegas is dirtbag central, man. It's really a bunch of either degenerates that are going to lose all their money gambling. There's a lot of just like very
Yeah.
fake people with like bling watches, wearing like their money suits.
Right.
Chicks in like very high skirts showing
Right.
off their cleavage.
Right.
It's all you're there for is debauchery.
Yeah.
You're not there to do anything like productive.
Yeah. There's not a lot of business.
I did see I fucked up at the end of night one. Remind me about night one fuck up.
Okay. It's nice. Yeah, I can already feel it.
And it was one. It still gets to me. It still gets to me. It still gets to me. But anyway, and then I go to the pool after breakfast.
Yeah.
I got my book. I go to the pool.
Oh, okay. So you eat up, right? Then you go pool.
Lay out.
Wow, a lot of peeps.
A lot of peeps.
Yeah.
And then I go pool.
Are you working there? Do they have
No,
Wi-Fi
I'm
out?
reading.
Nice.
I'm just reading.
Yeah.
Osho.
Yeah. Dipping here and there.
Right. And then I go back and work for like 3 hours in my hotel, and then it's time
Okay.
to go to the show.
Oh, okay. So yeah, the day
Actually,
kind of,
before
yeah.
I told my buddy, I put right when I got there, I put $100 on Caitlin Clark, her number for roulette 22. I go $100 on Caitlin Clark, and I had
What a bet! Right
Here's
when you got there,
right-
before you even checked in. What's happening?
I tried checking in. They had my room ready, so then I went to so I had bags and stuff. And here's the thing, I'm doing a money clip now for my right. So you got the money clip.
Big move.
So
Big move. I didn't know that.
My move with the money clip. Well, my move with the money clip is I only have 20s in there.
Okay.
I don't do anything less than 20 because it gets too
Right.
thick and it looks bad.
Yeah. Okay.
You want crisp 20s in there.
Yeah.
So anytime I get change, I put
Yeah.
it in my pocket and I put it over there on my counter.
Yeah. Okay.
So I had pile
no, you brought
of
change.
10s, 5s, and 1s.
Oh, okay.
Right?
Okay.
10s, 5s, and 1s. Not quarters and shit.
Got it. I thought you walked in there, yeah.
So I count up all of my change over there. It's $100.
Okay. Not bad.
So I go to the roulette table, and I've got a wad like this big with a rubber band. I go, is it a pain to do ones here? He goes, how many? And there's like 3 or 4 people around. And they're looking at me like, who's this asshole? You know, he's got 2 bags.
This idiot.
Yeah,
look
this
at
is the first time.
Loser. But it's also, hey, look, you know, you're having a good time. You're doing
I'm
your
like,
thing.
I'm giving you guys money. You're taking my, there's no way I'm winning.
There's no
So
way
I
I'm winning.
are one's a pain? He goes, how many do you have, sir? In all the, I hate to, once again, I don't want to be.
Did you have the T-piece, by the way, at this point?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay. So you're T-piecing him
I'm
a touch.
T-piece. And I go,
Yeah,
how many ones can I do? And all these guys are a little gamblers and even people that run the gambling. There's a little bit of autism that's required for the job.
They're not all that.
He's not like looking at me in the eye. He goes, how many ones, sir?
Right.
And I'm like, 30. He goes, can you go to the... He goes, how about you go... There, he goes, there's a place where they you exchange your chips for cash. You can go there, give them your ones. That way it'll just make everything easier, and I don't have to waste time counting 30 ones in front of all these people as they're gambling. And I go, totally cool. I'll be back. So...
Wait, they're going to give you chips? That's what they give you, chips?
They're going to... No, you get the chips at the casino table, but they're going to be able to give me change for a 20, for like 20 and 10. They'll give me better than denomination, whatever.
These motherfuckers, I'd be like, bro, how...
It's stupid. It's stupid. So I go up to this person with my wad. I go, hey...
the guy over there?
The guy over there told me he doesn't want to do 31. And she goes... You have 31s?
Oh, what is the fucking issue?
Right? And I go, yeah, could you help me out? Because he doesn't want it. She goes, I can't give you... because we're not a bank, sir. And she was trying to like...
Bank?
Like pretend
Aren't
that
you?
Yeah, she was trying to pretend like we're not a bank. Like, oh, I know what this is. Listen, how about you just give me a different currency denomination so I could give you it right back? I'm going to lose this money. That's how casinos work. Like, you're giving me a hard time. You want me to keep my money?
You're like yelling this at this lady. There is a bank. They're by definition something that exchanges money. They call it the bank, I think, in the casino.
So she goes, here's what I'll do for you.
Oh, well, yeah.
You can give me 20 of your ones. I'll give you a $20 bill. You're going to have to keep 10 ones. Okay. And I go, fine.
Yeah, fine.
So I grab the change. She gives me the 20. I walk back to the guy.
Yeah.
And I go, can you do 10 ones? I go, they said that they're not a bank. And everyone's looking. It's the same people at the table. They go, just let this guy. Let this guy fucking do the bet.
This guy put his bet down.
So he goes, I'll do 10. I'll do 10 once. And you've seen swingers, right?
Oh, yeah, of course.
They put all of what they do is they put it all in descending order.
They count it out, right?
So he's got like 2 20s, 3 10s, like 5 5s, 5 5s, 10 1s.
Okay.
And it's just literally taking up the entire table. And then he's looking at the pit boss like,
oh, this is all your money. Right?
This is all my money.
Yeah.
He's looking at the pit boss. He goes, change for 100. She looks down and it's just littered with low denomination.
It's like a Steve Martin sketch.
She goes,
oh, okay. You got the.
So he goes 20, 40, 70, 55, 75, 80, because he has to count out verbally.
Oh.
So there's agreement on how much it is.
Okay.
There's like some rule, right? He goes, change for 100.
Okay.
So he goes, what do you want? I go, put it all on 22. And then his eyes.
Ooh, I like that number though. That's a number I like. Yeah.
Caitlin Clark's number. That's one of my lucky numbers.
Okay.
22.
Me too.
And then his eyes widened a little bit. He goes, "All right, this guy's a risky guy. All right."
Oh, he liked that.
He loved it because most people just go, "All right, put on red."
Yeah. Well, he probably thought the way you were being all kind of bitchy or whatever with the
Right.
money, you were gonna go, okay, I want to start with
I'm just gonna do like
Yeah.
$2 on 22 and see how it goes.
right, but you go
Slap it all on
hey,
22.
right, like a Western. It's time to ride.
Right. And here's what happens.
Right.
Here's what happens when you put a large denomination on one number.
Yeah.
All the other players start throwing their money on 22.
Really?
Because they want it. They go,
The action.
yeah.
Yeah.
We got to get part of this action. So people are putting 25 on 22. Everyone goes, 22, let's go. Like people
All of a
are really,
sudden, the whole casino is turned on a dime, and they're with you.
right.
Right, because you wanted to go big.
I
And
wanted to
people
go big.
respect that,
The
and they knew
payout
it.
for
Yeah.
a $100 bet.
Oh, I
is
that's my
$3,600.
Yeah, that's my favorite type of bet, dude. I hit zero when I went to Vegas at one time.
Yeah.
I put $200 on zero and hit. Yeah,
It's incredible.
it's a
What am I
going to
play? Because here's the thing. Here's the thing
best
about
bet,
roulette
yeah,
is that you're going to lose your money if you play over time. Your best bet is
Yeah.
to do everything at one bet.
I love it, dude. I love it. Let it roll, and it's a risky I mean,
Yeah,
look,
I'm going to lose it.
yeah, you're gonna lose it. It's all right. It's
So
all right.
he spins it. He goes, "We're looking for 22."
Does he say that?
Yeah, because they got to do it. Because if you win, you got to tip out the guy. So they got to pretend that they're in on it. But listen to this.
Wow. I just like how they do that. We're looking for 22.
Sometimes my dad claimed
Oh no.
he claimed that they can get the number within like one or two.
Really? You think because they do it so often?
They do it. That's all they do.
All day.
So he says that if like, let's say it's like 22, 15, 2, like
Yeah.
they can get it within
I
5
see.
dials,
Oh, I could believe that.
right?
I would believe within 2, I don't buy. 5, I buy. I'm in on that.
Right.
That seems like they might be able to do that.
So my dad's
And the ball goes, so they spin it. It goes
Right.
dunk, dunk, dunk.
and he did
And it's
before
moving.
he like waited a little bit long.
Did he?
And I was
No,
like,
he took-
I was like, this guy's fucking. I go, this guy's trying to mess with me. He's not. He doesn't. He's not with me on this 22.
He did like, instead of spinning it immediately, sort
Right.
of waited.
He
a
waited,
second.
and
Right.
I go, okay, guy.
Yeah, let's see now.
Noted.
Noted.
And it came up 15,
Of course it did.
and I go, shit, that was my second option.
Did you say
I
that?
said that, and
That's
they've
funny.
heard that a billion times,
Right,
you know?
they
They
go-
go, first time guy's betting, he does that line. And I felt like an ass at right away because no one laughed.
That's actually one of my favorite things to not land is doing like kind of a daddish joke, kind of a medium weak, and it comes out of your mouth before you know it.
Right,
And no one even not laughs. They sort of just look at you.
right.
And that's one of my favorites.
They go, what, you think that's the first time we've ever gotten that? Like a nickname, right?
Yeah.
Like my last name's Miller. Someone's like, you ever get Miller time? And I'm like, yeah. Almost exclusively. You're not that original.
Yeah, but even that, people sometimes react strongly to.
Right,
Because it's like, even that, like I like the ones where no one says anything.
right,
They're like, we're going to pretend like you didn't even say what you said.
right.
Is that what you got? Was it that low of a land?
Yeah, no one even really acknowledged it because everyone lost their mind. Everyone's pissed. And I say that and I go, all right, thanks. See you later. And just leave. The other one
Oh, what a gem. What a gem of a fucking vignette within
Yeah.
your tale.
yes.
Who knew? You bet Caitlin Clark's
Caitlin
number.
Clark's
Before you had
number.
even checked in,
Right.
it immediately lost $100.
Immediately lost 100, which in the grand scheme of things for the whole trip is nothing.
Yeah,
know what I mean?
yeah, of course.
But so then I work for 3 hours. I go to the show, and I'm boozing in the show.
How
there's
far is the show from your place?
20-minute walk through the casinos. You can go through like it's
that's
on the
cool.
Strip. You go through the Strip,
So you're
through the
fucking-
Venetian.
Yeah.
It's attached to the Venetian. The line was a complete shit show. It took me an hour and a half to get through security because a lot of people. There were 3 entrances, but most people went through this one entrance. It took an hour and a half. It was brutal.
That's brutal.
It was a brutal line.
Were you upset? Because that would make me upset.
It only started getting me upset when I thought that I was going to miss some show.
Right.
Before that, I was like, everyone's pumped, dude. It's the first Sphere show at...
Right.
And everyone there spent a shit ton of money and time to get there, so everyone's pumped.
Yeah.
No one's there just to see what's going on.
Yeah.
It's a very curated crew that went to those shows.
Yeah.
So everyone's pumped. Grab a. I'm having a beer. You can like drink in Vegas no matter where you walk.
Well, yeah.
So I'm having some beers on the walk over. I have a beer in line.
Yeah. A beer on the walk.
It's the best, dude. 90-degree heat. You're having a cold beer. There's condensation coming down on the bottle.
And you're just in a street. It's New Orleans. You're
just
in New
hanging.
Orleans.
And I have
drink it. Yeah.
And I have no I'm going solo.
Yeah, you're
so I'm free to literally do whatever.
You're free riding, you know.
Someone pulls me this way. Yeah, let's go whatever.
Yeah, you're free riding. You got a fucking cold ale.
Right. So I hop into the show. Show's amazing. I'm crying. People are high-fiving. It's amazing. There's nothing really to say. It's one of those. Everyone at the U2 show said words don't do it justice.
Yeah.
It's an amazing. It's one of the most amazing and unique experiences I've ever had, and it's hard to explain. And that's the thing that really got me going. I'm like, if someone says that it's one of the best experiences of their life, and it's hard to explain. You kind of got to go and see what it's about.
Yeah, because otherwise you can't get any of the, like, again, that's the point of the comedy.
Right.
It's like TV when you can't, even if you saw it on TV.
Right.
Sometimes, like, in my opinion, like, TV will do it justice, like a basketball game.
Right.
Sometimes it's
even
like
TV,
it can do it justice.
Right. Even the TV, if it's
Yeah.
amazing. In
That's what I'm
person,
saying,
these videos, it really felt like we were in an aquarium.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
I kind of want to go. Honestly, I'd like to.
You gotta go. They'll be doing.
Yeah.
They're doing shows all the time. But I get out of the show and I'm like, you know what? I could be here for 4 nights. Let me just go home. I've been on 24, 25 hours with no sleep.
Yeah.
I'm going home.
Home or to your
No,
room?
to my room.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm not going to go party and kill myself so the next day I'm feeling all shitty.
Right.
On the walk home, and this is the big.
Oh, no. Here he is.
Who do I walk by?
Steve Nash.
No, even better.
I don't know.
Rory Scovel.
Oh, goated. King.
And I walk by him.
What weird.
He's in the crew of people leaving the show.
Oh man.
But like 10 minutes out. So I was like, did he just do a show or is he at the show? And I walk by him and I go, that's Rory Scovel.
Yeah.
I'm on 0 hours of sleep. I'm like tired. I'm kind of like I had like 4 or 5 beers and I'm like, should I like try to talk to him?
Yeah.
And then I was like, I don't know. Maybe he was doing drugs at the show and he doesn't want to talk to anyone. Or if I'm like, hey, I'm a fan, were you just at the show? Like he could be like, yeah. And then I'm in a conversation where he doesn't want to be in, but we're walking the same direction. So I have to like speed up and be like, all right, see you later, you know?
Yeah.
So I ended up not talking to him, but I kind of regret not talking to him because I think he would have been like, I was just at the show. I'm like, I do comedy too. Were you at the
sure, yeah,
were you
maybe.
at the fish show?
Yeah.
Because I feel like if people go, oh, I do comedy too, and then they start doing that could get annoying. But if I go, I do comedy too, and then I immediately pivot to what we just experienced, it could be a good relation where he's like, all right, this is actually like a cool guy.
Yeah.
We have something in common, but he's not gonna just pigeonhole into that.
Maybe a potential blossoming friendship.
I know. So I
then
really
you turn into pen pal.
I should have talked to him. But I know he likes to do drugs sometimes. I think.
You're right.
I think he's into like shrooms and stuff. So I go, he might be in a weird state where he doesn't want to talk to anyone.
Yeah,
I get 12:30 at night. We're walking down the strip. I could see him being like, guy.
Yeah.
I appreciate it, but
yeah. And Devil's Advocate too. He probably You're in Vegas
Yeah.
at midnight. Like, sorry, bro. Like, you're not gonna get like privacy.
Right.
He probably you know what I mean? Like, oh, all right, I'm gonna get like, some people are gonna know him.
Right.
You know?
But I kept like looking back to see if he was still coming. He was, and I
Yeah.
think he like saw me. He's like, "Who's the fuck is this ass at?" Not because here's the thing that I forget to like. I keep on forgetting.
Fuck is this
He probably
ass
gets recognized for other things.
Oh, now well, that's what I was gonna say.
'Cause he's a
in
big
movies
actor now.
Yeah,
He's in
yeah.
movies, TV shows, so he probably gets recognized for other shit.
Yeah.
So he might appreciate the comedy recognize
Yeah.
because it's like
That's right.
what he's been doing the whole time.
That's right. And you're going to be like one of
It's
his
like
favorite types of people to recognize him because you're also like you got the best taste because you're a
Right.
stand-up.
Right.
So you're going to go, nah, dude, like I've known you for a long time. I've been
Right.
to your shows.
I saw you at the one show. Yeah.
in Brooklyn. I love your stand.
Right.
Like, so that, yeah, he probably love like,
Right.
he probably loved that. So I thought you were going to say something about like a girl.
No.
It's way better. That I get when you see a guy like,
Yeah.
maybe you're right. Maybe he didn't want to be bothered. Maybe he, sometimes that like, you're also could have been right. You could have like said hello. Like sometimes I've done that and then there's nothing to say.
Right.
And it is weird. You're like, all right, so see ya.
Right.
You know, it's like,
So, and it was the big fish thing where it was, and I was also running on zero. I was up for 25 hours straight at that
Yeah,
point. I'm like,
I mean,
fuck
like-
whatever.
could you imagine? It's so funny to think about like what we all like what we think was
Yeah.
gonna happen. Like, because in our heads we're like, oh, maybe we'll like talk and then like go to a diner.
Right. And then he's
It'll
like,
be
why don't
like-
you open up for me? We start talking for 10 minutes. He goes, by the way, I'm not going to ask you to open up for me. I go, all right. All right.
Right.
Fair enough.
So then it doesn't happen, but then you guys like keep in touch.
See another fish show.
and a
we're
year
like, "Hey, dude."
later, yeah.
Here's the crazy part. This is another crazy
Yeah.
story. I got two other parts, and then we'll kind of probably cut it off.
Yeah,
but
no, we go. Let's roll. Let's ride.
Second night before I go to the second show,
Yeah.
I'm sitting on 2 tickets for the second show.
Yeah.
After the first show, prices skyrocket. Now the
Yeah.
cheapest seat is like $1,500.
Right. So you got a little bit of an arbitrage opportunity.
I have an arbitrage, so I go, do I stay all 4 nights or do I save? Because now tickets are $2,000.
Yeah.
That'd be $4,000 to see the final 2 shows. Plus,
Yeah.
I could sell my second ticket to get $1,000 gain
Right.
profit. So it's really a $5,000 swing
Right.
to try to see the next 2 shows.
Right. Oh, I see what you're saying. 'Cause
In a
it's
way, right?
Opportunity cost.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I go, listen, dude, it was the best thing I've ever experienced.
Yeah.
But sometimes if you go see 4, you might be tired and it might lose its luster.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I go, let me just go to 2. So I sold my second ticket
Yeah.
for $2,000,
Wow.
which is like an $1,100 profit,
Yeah.
which
And your flights,
significantly cut out. Yeah, it paid for a flight. It paid
Yeah.
for whatever, some of the ticket, whatever. So that's what I did. I only went for 2 shows.
You
What was
did. Okay.
Right. So listen to this, dude.
Yeah. Wait. I gotta pee.
All right.
Let me just pee.
All right. By the way, guys, if you're look on YouTube for these Sphere shows, they're the craziest things ever. And just as kind of some additional advertising and various aspects that we should talk about, like, subscribe, comment, follow us on Instagram, tell your buddies, because that's how word spreads. Hardy's currently going to the bathroom. I should be better at this. And that's what's going down. Sphere, fish. All right, here comes Hardy's coming back right now. I've had to take a shit this entire time, and I've held it in.
Really?
Yeah, but you can't really shit mid-pod. That's a heavy lift.
All right.
So I sold a second ticket. Now, first night, this is the only other story that I could see as being like somewhat substantial.
Yeah.
First night, I'm in line, right?
Yeah.
And this guy comes to get into the show. This guy comes up to me.
Yeah.
And he walks by me, and his friend, this chick, points to me and goes, I think that's the guy. And I look at them, and he goes, maybe, I don't know. And then they keep walking.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the fuck was that? I go, maybe they saw me do comedy, you know.
Maybe.
Long shot. And then 2 minutes later, the guy bumps into me. He goes, hey, dude, can I ask you a weird question? I go, sure. He goes, is this you? And he pulls up a photo of a Fish concert I went to in 2015.
Oh, shit.
He pulls up a photo of a Fish concert I went to in 2015.
That is you.
He
Man,
goes,
you're rocking there, huh?
He goes, all right, I'm still rocking. He goes, my buddy
this is legendary.
took a photo of you at this show and sent it to me and said, I found your doppelganger.
Oh, wow.
And he goes, me and my friends bring up this photo at least once a year of a guy that looks like me.
What?
And I go, get out of town. That's me. That's so wild.
Wow.
Is that called serendipity?
Yeah. Serendipitous universe.
And I'm shocked, and I go, Jesus, man, that's crazy. And then like he goes, all right, man, nice to meet you. Have fun at the shows. This and that. And he leaves, and I go,
that's wild.
And then I'm like, fuck, that's crazy. And then I go, I wish I could somehow capture what just happened. You know, I go, I should have had him send me the photo or taken a picture of the photo. Right. So then I text my buddy this story, and he goes, send me the photo. I go, I don't have a photo. I wish I had the photo. And then during the show, he runs into me again.
No.
And he pulls over his friends. He goes, guys, here he is. And the guy who took the photo goes, dude, I took that photo in 2015.
No way. The guy
Magna
who took
Ball.
that.
Yeah. And I go, guys.
Wow.
Pull out the photo again. I was regretting not taking a photo of this photo.
Wow.
So that's this photo. I finally took him.
Guys, pull out.
Isn't that a great? And then that's the Sphere post show. That's the background. Just illuminated and.
Well, it's wild that it's cool to me that like another version of you in the past was ripping and having so much fun. Like a guy took a picture of you then.
Yeah.
And you've been like, this version of you has been living on some kind of dimension.
I've been floating in these people's lives as the doppelganger of that guy.
Yeah, this guy. And it's you know, like you're this life, this past.
I go, do you ever get Mark Zuckerberg? He goes, no. I go, fuck. Because I've been getting Mark Zuckerberg lately, and it's fighting words.
That's fun. You do not look like Mark Zuckerberg.
I've had multiple girls come up to and guys be like, do you ever get Mark Zuckerberg?
Mark Zuckerberg.
And I go, he's an ugly guy. And they go, yeah, but he's like rich. And he's like, and I go, yeah, but that's not what you said. You're not, I'm wealthy like Mark Zuckerberg. You said I look like Mark Zuckerberg. And they immediately are like, no, he's like a no, he's cool.
Bro, isn't Mark Zuckerberg like 5'8"?
Yeah, but it's not a bet. They say the face. I guess like he's got puffy, curly hair like me, like whatever.
I have never fucking thought that.
But isn't that a crazy moment? And then throughout the weekend or throughout the 2 nights, we ran into each other 3 other times at one of the casinos.
Yeah, because
in
there's
the
so much.
pisser.
Yeah,
we ran into each other a bunch of times.
Yeah, because there's so much synergy, like energy around, like because you know you're this guy that they've been showing around. You're the guy.
And he had like 3 girls with him one time, and I was like, "Hey guy, what are you doing tonight?"
yeah. What are you doing?
Hey guy.
Wow. And this was at a Fish show.
So
this is how well known.
18,000 people in that show, and I ran into them in the venue to be able to take that photo.
May 10th. Yeah, it says May 10th, 2023.
What do you mean? Oh, on his photo.
Oh, that's on his photo.
Maybe he saved it.
Interesting. Right.
You know what? Someone sent it to him again on May 10th, 2023.
Yeah, or maybe that's not actually like that's up there. That might not be indicative of the photo.
Right. This is 2015.
Yeah.
I know when this photo was taken. It was at Magna Ball.
Yeah.
Because that's my buddy behind me.
Is it?
My buddy Sam Reynolds is right there too.
Renegade. Okay. Yeah, I mean that's when you're so dug in. That's like yeah, that's like when you're so dug in that peeps know you were rocking back then.
Look at this video. They had it so it looked like we were in a car wash. See the
yeah.
The tire, and then the window started.
That's
it was crazy town.
Trippy.
They had one where a dog was just licking. It looked like the dog was licking us.
Wow. Oh, that's so cool.
Look at that, dude. It's like an underwater aquarium. That was aquarium theme. That night was aquarium theme.
Oh, okay.
Night one was more like
how many nights did you end up going, you said?
2.
2, okay.
And I was really in a depressive state on the flight back, being like, I should have went to all 4 because it was the best. It really.
Yeah.
Here's the thing: right when they started playing the first song,
yeah,
and the visuals started coming up, and I saw everything, I was crying, and I go, "This was all worth it. I don't care how much money I spent on this. I don't care how much sleep I lost or how much anxiety." And I start realizing a lot of things about like my anxiety and
that's brilliant, right?
I had a lot of shit come up where I go, a lot of these things where I get anxiety, it's leading up to things that end up being like great experiences in my life. Like when I went to Berlin and some of my favorite meetings. So I was like, when you get this anxiety, like you just have to accept it. And this is a book, a page out of Osho's book, but
this is the best.
It's yin and yang. With the anxiety, there comes an equally as strong relief on the other side. So even if you're in a depressive state or in an anxious state, that's either because before you were having a really good time or after you're going to have a really, and probably both.
Right. Yes. It reminds me of so many things.
Yeah.
Like comedy or whatever. You're like, you have that. I have that. Even when I signed up for my class that I'm doing now, it was like quite a big chunk.
You were probably thinking about it for a while,
what
right?
What am I and then it's like the greatest thing. You're like, whoa, okay.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a brilliant realization.
I had my notebook on the flight back. I was like even crying on the flight back because I was like, that was such a wild.
Yeah, you probably released because you were saying even like you were like, oh, I'm gonna go on that trip.
Yeah.
The beach trip, and then you're like, oh, I have so much like when you were like hanging around anxiety.
Yeah.
Remember you like went down to the beach, but now you're realizing like it's like, oh, you're releasing it.
Right. And now I know
you're releasing it.
And even for this trip, because I had so much anxiety going to Europe, when I got the anxiety this time, like I just get anxious before big trips. And that's what happens. It'll be over.
That's right.
And
that's right.
Of course I'm going to get anxious. It's a common feeling.
And a good sign, honestly, actually, because like people will say it means you care.
Yeah.
And a lot of teachers too will be like, that's not even anxiety. Some people will be like reformulate how the narrative around it.
Yeah.
You could even be like, oh, it's butterflies.
Yeah.
Or I'm excited.
Yeah.
And it's like, then it's like, oh, that's so interesting. Like,
it's even more where I'm like, who am I where I can't battle off like going on a trip? What, I'm just going to stay in New York for 50 years and not do anything?
And
not explore and go on like...
But it's a real thing because there's, like you said, like there are agoraphobics. There are people who can't leave their place. There are people like...
Right.
So there is like, it's not a joke, like in a sense of, yes, you should go through it, battle through it. But it then it also can feel really real.
Right.
Where you're like, whoa, this is like, but yeah, like you don't want to, and I'm always like, how am I someone that can tell? How are we people that can tell joke? How are we people that can go on stage in front of 100 people and not do? Why? Like, just relax. You can do why, dude. Like, come on. Like, it's
so. I'll tell people about things that I
It's
have
fine.
trouble doing,
yeah.
and they're like, "You do stand up, which is like
like-
one of the hardest."
No, it's like,
And I go, "No, but it's easy." They
I know.
because
I
we
know they
go,
don't get it.
"No, it's easy because we've done it we've failed a bunch of times."
And it doesn't translate. I was talking about this with other people. Just because you can do it in that sector doesn't mean you don't have that in other areas.
Right.
It's a different thing you're battling.
Right, it's a different emotion.
It like you don't knock off like, the fear of like whatever spaces and then not have something over. It does not like when you cure one fear, all are gone.
The person who
know what I'm
skydives
saying?
probably gets nervous at other things.
That's right.
The person that skydives probably doesn't want to do stand up,
Brilliantly put.
right?
But what you can know now is that whatever that new fear is that's related to that specific thing,
Right.
you know it's a lie because
Right.
you've done it in other. It's like, oh, well, this is a lie.
It's just a it's
Yes.
an emotion.
That's right. It's okay. It's going to break.
It'll break, and I'm gonna feel my head's gonna. I'm gonna get a
Yes.
headache. I'm gonna get sweaty. I'm not gonna be able to sleep. I'm gonna say that this
Yes.
is stupid.
Yeah.
I'm gonna literally tell me everything to do to get out of it. And I've
Right.
also been
Right. That's right.
Here's
right.
the other thing. I've been on the other side where I give into these emotions.
Yeah.
And then I completely
Me too,
I
yeah.
completely regret
Yeah.
giving in. There was a time where I was
Yeah.
about to go my oldest brother's bachelor party.
Yeah.
And this was when I first started getting these types of feelings, this
Yeah.
anxiety. I didn't have anxiety in like middle school and high school.
Yeah.
And I was going to go on my brother's bachelor party. And the night before I started feeling really sick
Yeah.
and anxious. And I was like, I didn't know what it was. I was like, I really feel bad, And then like the morning of, I was like, I can't go. Like, I wish I could go, but I'm not feeling it. And then, so they went on without me.
Yeah.
Within like 2 hours of them leaving,
Yeah.
I felt completely fine.
Right. Yeah. So you was like,
And I
that's
was like, and it
fascinating.
didn't. So like, I've had a bunch of and I go, no.
Yeah.
Like, don't give into this bullshit feeling.
That's right.
You're going to fucking dominate it. And it's going to
That's
feel
right.
better after.
That's right. That's right. That's it.
Now, with
It's
that
like-
being said,
That's a
I
great.
don't do hard drugs
Yeah.
because I've had anxiety with them before. And I'm not going to like,
No, but
I'm not going to battle that.
Okay, but here's the
I will
difference.
never do another.
Yeah. No, because I've thought of. There's a lot of people that talk about this. There's a difference between being an idiot. Like, there's a difference between something that is dangerous, like setting yourself on fire.
Right.
You don't fear that though,
Right.
because it's just stupid. You're not sitting around like, God, I can't believe I'm not setting myself on fire today.
What else is there to do that I haven't done?
Yes, you
That
don't
could give
do
me that feeling of anxiety
Right.
to conquer.
What you do feel though is like, no, I don't know if I should tell that person I love. Like, I love them. You're scared. That's where fear is. It's like pointing you towards stuff that you want to do.
Yeah.
That's what you fear.
I know.
You fear the stuff that's like, fuck.
Yeah.
And then it's like, yep, that's where you got to go. And it's okay. Like that's where it's like, and that's outside your comfort zone and shit and all that, like, stuff that's like, but it gets easy.
How sad would it be if
easier.
you never? Well, it gets easier to realize it and
Yeah.
get and like power through. How sad would
I
it be
think,
if you
yeah,
never
it's like
had
faith.
anxiety again in your life? In a way, right? That means you're not
Yeah.
excited about.
Okay, so that's
you know what I
another great.
mean?
Yeah, like in the Art of War, he says, if you're not failing, you're not working on big enough problems.
Yeah.
You should be feeling like, I agree. You should be going, whoa, like I was telling you recently. Yeah, it's like,
Let me explore this.
this is this is there's growth here.
Right.
Like, and look, anxiety. Anxiety can be a really tricky one because we talked about this with the nice guy stuff.
Yeah.
What's the No More than Mr. Nice Guy? He said, and this blew my fucking mind before I started, but he was like, most of the nice guy stuff is related to anxiety.
Yeah.
And I was like, anxiety? And then I was like, oh shit, that's right. It's like a lot of the stuff is like, you're worried about some future thing that might happen if you don't put on the
you're worried about
face.
You're literally worried more about everyone else's
yeah
reaction or mentality about you,
right?
Rather than taking care of your own needs.
Exactly. And it's not regret, right? Think about it.
Yeah.
I don't make decisions for nights out of regret. I'm not like it's like an anxious thing.
Yeah.
So that was a huge help for me when I was like, oh, okay, I see, that's an anxiety.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Should we cut
with
it?
A bow on it because there was a lesson there.
Dude,
go do shit that scares you. Yeah.
How good was this episode, by the way? We really covered a lot of topics.
Legendary
We got
episode.
the T-piece, we got the story, and then we got the motivational stuff at the end.
I don't know what at this point, I don't know what you people want, okay?
At this point, it's just a like, it's like, let's keep this sacred because if
so
too many people get a hold of it, it's going to be too good.
This is so good already.
Yeah.
We have survived through the ages and the epochs.
Yeah.
Okay. We're both growing and doing fantastic things. Very positive people. And this is like an intimate space that doesn't really exist for a lot of people. Like we talk about a lot of people that were doing what we were doing and stuff, they're gone now.
Right.
Or they're not they're not still talking about, through all the stuff we've gone through.
Right. They chase the fame and fortune unlike us.
That's right.
Once they see that the well is dry, they don't stay at the well, unlike us.
Unlike us, that's right.
We hope rain comes to fill it up.
Yeah, and now we've got our own. We don't have guests, and we don't want guests.
Right.
Fine. Fuck that shit.
We should release episode 68 with Schwartz. Remember that?
Oh, yeah.
That'd be hilarious.
We got to hit him up. You and I will just keep talking and checking in.
Yeah.
And at some point, there's going to be a fuck ton of
waterfall. It's going to be a waterfall.
Checking in, dude, because we're going to be whoever we are.
Right. And when that happens, we're going to be like, we need to take down all these episodes. Because that's not who I am anymore, and I can't have the
people watching.
The press looking up these videos.
Yes. This guy, my agent's going to go, you need to stop that.
You're going to get a call, and the guy's going to be like, who's this Tobin Miller guy, and what's his relation to you?
Adios.